Give it a moment for camera people to get ready in the back. Okay, everybody got your phones ready? All right, we'll begin. Here at Vanderbilt women's basketball head coach Shea Ralph and player Sacha Washington and Mikayla Blakes. We'll take an opening statement from Coach Ralph and then we'll ask player questions and coach questions. So we'll start with Coach. What's your thoughts after today's win?
First, I want to thank you all for being here. This room looks really great packed, and so does our gym. So thank you to Commodore Nation. You guys made a huge difference today for us. Love the student section, love all the people that came out, love playing in a gym that loud, and it made a difference, right? Yeah. It made a difference. Secondly, we came here to win. So I love that these two are here with me because everything they did today on the court made an impact for us to win this game. Sacha's been here with us for 5 years, been through some ups and downs. Mick's only been here for a year and a half, but it's changed the landscape of our program because she is her. And you guys all saw it today. So it wasn't just these two, it was a full team effort, which is what we needed. Every single person on our team made a huge impact on the win today. I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of this group. It's still only January. We have a long way to go. We have another big game on Thursday, but we sure gonna enjoy this one.
All right, we'll go ahead and take player questions. Raise your hand if you have a question. I will call on you. We will start with Elena Morris, Fandy 24/7.
Sasha, just felt like a lot of hustle plays from you today, especially late in this one. Just kind of what was your mindset and mentality to make sure you all came out with the win?
Do whatever it takes to get the job done. I mean, I was trying to do whatever I could. Any 50-50 ball, I was trying to get it. Just making sure that we had the ball and we were in control of the game for as many times as we could be.
Aria, go ahead.
Yeah, Sacha, you and Ayana both at the end of the game, it seemed like you really stepped up your defense. What was the key there, and what was it like playing both of you on the court together?
Well, it's kind of funny because a couple of days ago we were like, oh, if both of us in the game, we're set. We made sure we focused in on stops and rebounds, and like we knew what we wanted, and I think we just got it at the end especially, but we were locked in from the jump.
Teresa, go ahead.
For Sacha, you've been here, 5 years. In trying to rebuild this program, could you see and envision what Shea and this program, what you all were building to get to, and how much sweeter is a win like today, knowing that it is still beginning of January and there's more left on this season?
I mean, yeah, you just see it in every day of work. The result is what it is now, but every day that I've stepped in this facility, it's just been straight work to get where we want to be, get to our goals. So I think it's pretty cool to see that every day, and just trusting Coach Ralph and her staff and my teammates to get this program where it's supposed to be.
Just to follow up, that atmosphere. She mentioned the noise, but to have those people yelling and cheering and that many people in the gym, and by the way, there were empty seats that could still be filled, I guess.
Yeah. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everybody that steps in our gym who wants to see us play. I'm just grateful to be here, to be honest. I don't really have a lot to say other than I'm grateful for everything that's happening right now.
Ari.
Mikayla, you guys kind of hit a little offensively in the middle of the game there, but really came back on us late in the third and in the fourth quarter. What was the key there to kind of turning that around?
Basketball's a game of runs. We knew that we were going to go on a run, they were going to go on a run, but it's the matter of staying composed and doing the little things that we can to kind of limit their run and get us easier points. So I think we just focused in on a team. I think our defense was really good today, and we just wanted to get stops so we could get easy buckets.
Mikayla, you took kind of a hard fall, so first I want to make sure you're okay. But after that, do you feel like LSU brought a lot of physical energy to this game, and then how did you sort of decide how to?
Yeah, I think every team in the SEC is physical, and we played some physical teams in non-con to get me ready for this as well. And my teammates have my back. Like, they're going to set screens to get me opened as well. And it's just my job to continue to play through it. I can't expect foul calls, so I just got to play through it, be strong, not let it mess with my mind, and just know, like, that's what it comes with being one of the good players.
Elena, go ahead.
Mikayla, just what did you see in your backcourt? Aubrey Galvin with 14 points, and it also just felt like Jada Brown was doing a little bit of everything today.
Yeah. It's really hard to stop every single person on our team. And my job today, I think, was to give confidence, because I feel last year when I played LSU, I hit the freshman slump a little bit, just walking into that environment. And today, I didn't want my freshmen to hit that, and my other teammates as well, who maybe didn't play in that game last year. So everybody on that court shouldn't have feared anybody. We believe in each other to do what we can do, so I just wanted to give that confidence.
Teresa.
Mikayla, for you, coming here and wanting to be a part of this, is this what you were expecting to help Vanderbilt? These kind of wins, what you saw them being able to do?
Yeah, I think that's the main reason I came here. It's a lot easier to go to, I think, top programs and just win. But I want to do the uncommon thing. I believe in my teammates, believe in my coaching staff, everybody here, especially the facility. And we have all the resources, so why not win here?
Aria?
Yeah, Mikayla, y'all forced 22 turnovers. What was the key to that, especially with LSU being one of the better teams at avoiding turnovers up until now?
Yeah, I think we just play scrappy. We got on loose balls today, and I think that was a really big thing, diving on the floor. And I think it showed that we don't back down. We have fight in us. So I think we just continue to play with that, and we'll be set.
Elena?
Mikayla, you guys didn't allow Flau'jae Johnson to score today. Just went stopping her defensively.
The same thing with everybody else. We went over our scout, learned their tendencies, watched a lot of film on them, and I think just today we just locked in, especially on our ball screen coverages, switches, and everything like that. So I think that's what we did.
Chris Harris?
Mikayla, there's a lot of times you guys rely heavily on the three, and when those threes are not falling early in the game, collectively, why do you guys still have the confidence to keep chucking them up?
I mean, yeah, we'll check them up there, but we know they're going to fall. We're really good shooters. I think we have confidence, and we know that if we miss, our big guys are going to get on that board and go get it. So we're giving them an opportunity to get points as well, and just got to get our feet set as the game goes on.
All right, final question for the players. Elena, go ahead.
Sacha, you came in here with probably the biggest smile I've ever seen on someone's face after a game. I mean, just after missing last season, what did a moment like today mean to you?
Just straight joy. Like I said, nothing but being thankful to God, thankful to my teammates, my coaches for just believing in me. And like, this moment is something I will never ever forget in my life, to be honest. But yeah, I'm just happy right now. But ready to get back to work. Or whatever.
That's right. Good answer. Good answer.
Thank you both.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Now we'll open up the floor for questions for head coach Shea Ralph. We'll go ahead and start with Elena Morris.
Yeah, Shea, the other day you said you wanted to film Memorial Magic. What did that feel like today for you all to just get it done?
Yeah, it was really cool to walk out on the court and see the fans, to hear them. And when our team was introduced, it was cool to hear the introductions for our team be much louder than the ones for the other team. That's different than we've had before. I can't explain enough how much it matters that the community comes out and supports us. And we're going to do everything we can to put a product on the floor that's worth supporting, that's fun, that's entertaining. Today was a fun game. It's one of the most fun games I've ever had. And I've been to a lot of really great games, but I enjoyed the competitive atmosphere. And we couldn't have done what we did today without our fans. I also want to give a quick shout out to our alums. It was our alumni weekend, and we had the most to show up this year that we've ever had. They shared a lot about their stories last night with our players in a little get-together we had about winning championships and what it takes to be great. They were in our locker room after that win, and you just should have seen the joy on their faces. So to be able to have a present team that's competitive, that came here to win championships, and we're moving right along, getting better and better, beat a great team at home, to be able to do that in front of past teams and players that have won championships, that laid the foundation, that experienced Memorial Magic. They sold out, right? They sold this place out. We're going to sell this place out. And then also to be able to have one of our most impressive alums, who's our athletic director here, Candace Story-Lee, in that locker room as an alum, but also as a leader. What she's done for our athletic programs here at Vanderbilt, and specifically for women's basketball, and me as a female leader and my young ladies who look up to her, is priceless. The resources, the belief, the way that she empowers us to be great every day. You are not going to get that anywhere else. And she's just as big as part of this win today as anybody else. So I just wanted to give them a quick shout out too, because it was really cool to have them all there.
Chris Harris?
Coach, if someone had told you before this game that you would get out-rebounded by 20 and still beat the number 5 team in the country, what would you have done?
No, well, it's funny because when we got into the staff locker room after the win, my staff had a real good chuckle. I would have told you no effing way. No way. No way. But, we did get out-rebounded, but it didn't feel like we got out-rebounded by 20, especially in the second half. And I think most of that was like we were battling for them, but then we were coming up with loose balls. Sacha made an impact on every single loose ball or play or rebound or, rotation, block shot. She did exactly what we've been trying to get her to do, for years. But it's really cool because we've been working on it. And she saw today the fruits of that labor. But it wasn't just her. How about Ayanna Mitchell, right? Jada Brown, who came in. These kids, not one of those three last year played meaningful minutes in the SEC. And those three, we wouldn't have won the game today without them.
Teresa?
Shea, step on the way to the destination, but after 3 ranked wins last year, to get that win over, first one for you as a coach over a top 5 paint team, what does that mean in your journey?
I try not to get too high and too low anymore. I like to celebrate the wins when you have them, right? Like there's got to be joy in it because you're never going to get today back. But I tried to remember that before we walked out on the court. Because the result was going to be what it is. The preparation was over. The players were ready. The game was, and then I just get to sit there and coach it and do what I can to help put them in position to win the game. But, man, I had a good time today coaching them. And for me, it is part of the journey. This is the next step, right? But I'm enjoying every part of it. And I want my players to do the same because there's going to be hard days, too, and we've had a lot of them. This team in particular has had a lot of hard days. So when we have great days, I want them to enjoy it and celebrate it. But then when we wake up tomorrow, it's another day. And I want them to be able to string great days together, to have joy in the hard moments too, because that's what you're going to remember. I've won a lot of championships, and there are those moments that you win, but what you remember is the journey, honestly, and the people that you do it with. And I think sometimes that sounds like a lot of hocus, like hokey, but it's true, because there's so many days that lead up, years, to moments like today. So you celebrate it. But then you wake up and you keep doing the same thing, and you do it with joy and passion and purpose. And that's what I love about this team because they show up every day that way for me. No matter what, they're so much fun to coach. They deserved this victory today. They earned it.
Elena?
Yeah, it felt like throughout the game, Aubrey really settled in. Do you feel like she, grew throughout this entire contest, especially with the third quarter that she had?
100%. It's funny, after the game, and where everyone's celebrating, the first thing she does is run up to me and apologize for the first half. I was like, kid, you're fine. But I knew she was going to come around. That's going to be so important for her growth. And she needed to go through that. And what Mikayla said is really important. We believe in her. We've seen her do a lot of great things and really hard things. We just had to remind her, hey, listen, you're fine. You're good, and then keep putting her in those positions. She was going to come out of it. I knew that. Our players knew that, and I thought it was really cool that they supported her through it. Man, did she come out of it in the second half. She showed up big.
Aria?
Yeah, your defense was really good, forcing 22 turnovers and holding LSU far below their season average. What was the key to getting things going defensively?
We've spent a lot of time, most recently, on our defense. I think our players are starting to really understand and buy into the fact that if we do not defend and rebound, so today we defended but we didn't rebound, we've got to be able to do both to win big games, championships. We have to. So we really locked in on the way that we were going to defend it was a little bit differently than we've defended over the course of the season, but it gives us another thing that we can go to. They were locked into it. Everybody understood the scout. They knew their personnel. And then we went over it ad nauseum. And I think when you have lapses like we did at Arkansas, right, and some of even the big games that we've had in the non-conference where we've beaten people by a lot, there's still strings of defensive lapses that you can't have if you want to win. And that's not, we talked about possessions. So maybe we're going to have a possession to win the game at the end, but all of the possessions have led up to that possession, right? So if we have 3 or 4 bad defensive possessions, then we put ourselves in a pickle. We can't have that. Maybe our shots will fall, maybe they won't. We took a lot of open threes today. Some of them were late shot clock throw up there, chuck, as you said, chuck up there. But I know they're going to go in when they're open, but they may not. But what we can't do is what we did against Arkansas and give up 10 points in 2 minutes. You can't do that. Not if you want to be a championship team. So it's got to matter as much to you on that end as the other end, and it has to matter every single possession of the game.
Teresa?
Shea, we've seen a bunch of undefeated teams kind of go down. You guys are among the 4 that are still left in the nation with a perfect record. Is it mostly the fact that we're not getting into conference play. One went down earlier today, and to help cut that down even more.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, there's really competitive, really good teams out there. At some point, you're going to come up against another great team, and somebody's got to lose, right? Everybody can't win the game. So I don't worry about them. I worry about us. And we won today. That's great. We have a big game on Thursday. We're going to enjoy it, get ready, and then just keep chugging along. Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday.
All right, got final rounds of questions here. We'll start with Chris, then we'll go with Ari, then we'll go with Elena. We'll start with Chris.
Coach, on Friday, I asked you about Mikayla just performing when everyone knows that she's the one that they need to stop. Today she had, 15 of your 23 in the fourth quarter. Is she to the point, like in fourth quarter and winning time, do you even have to tell her anymore, this is now your time? Or
What do you think? You know, it's funny because it's not even fair, you know, and I try not to talk about when I played because it was so long ago. But I know how hard it is to do what she's doing. And I've coached a lot of really great players. That kid is an MFer in a good way. She is her, you know what I mean? You look at her and she's like walking off the court, give me the ball. I'm like, easy, easy. And you know something good is going to happen. Everybody in the gym knows what she's going to do. She still does it. She still does it. And the cool thing that not everybody gets to see is that is how she practices. That is how she prepares. That's how she watches film. That's the way that she talks to her teammates and infuses belief. That kid has it all. She defends at a high level, right? She has it all. Do you know how rare that is? And she's here, and I get to coach her. How cool is that? So, yes, you know, it is, she does all of those things, and it's not a question of what's going to happen when the ball's in her hands or the game's on the line. There's not a question. Everybody in the gym should know, and she'll still do it. So hopefully, as we continue on with our whole team, but when we continue to get Mikayla Blakes is Mikayla Blakes, and she's changed our program. She came here to do the uncommon thing, and I told her when we recruited her, so did I. So we get to do it together. But let's value what we're watching. Show up and watch this kid because she's a generational talent. And I'm telling you, and she's one of the best kids that I've ever been around. And I think still our best student. So, that's good.
Yeah, obviously you've been to a lot of Final Fours, and that's where you want this program to go to. How important is it to get big wins like this in big games, highly ranked games, in order to prepare you all for March? Yeah,
it is hugely important, right? It's important for the way that the committee looks at you, right? It's important for belief. It's important for confidence. It's just important to know, like, we've done this before. So we go play a top 5 team. Hey, we've done this before. We know what this feels like. We know what we're up against. We know how to win it. So there's no substitute for that. Now it's not talk. We've done it before. So now the expectation is that we'll continue to do it.
Final question, Elena?
Yeah, I mean, you're already talking about having another game on Thursday, but how much fun is it for you as a coach to just watch your team be able to enjoy this win today and not worry about the next one quite yet?
Yeah, it's why you coach. I felt like a kid again today. You know, a player, you go into the locker room, this is why you coach. This is why our staff came here. It's why you do it. You go through all these moments and you're part of their growth, but man, it's like, you know, you get to sit back and watch them achieve things that they've only talked about before. It's like your kids, right? They're like your kids. And like Sacha said, this is something she'll remember for the rest of her life. And we get to be part of that. I get to be part of that. There's nothing better, man. There's nothing better.
All right, thank you for your time. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for being here today. Really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you.